well, this is the other part of that video, that there's no punishment. There's no, not that I'm, and this is where it goes back to where I've said in several videos now, it is not our job to judge. There is a better judger. Our job is to love. And so in this process, even with the people who've hurt me, my job is just to try to understand as best I can why people do this. And if you can't understand, then you just walk away. And this includes me right now in the middle of this process is, what I know is that I, in my gut, feel that this is going to be a very powerful message the world needs to hear, and that it's going to create a platform. He has created the platform. He, being Anthony, my abuser, has created the platform I'm going to walk on. And so in time, while I feel I'm going through a few weeks of hell right now, he gets to go through that for the rest of his life. He gets to go through that because he's going to go turn his television on in 10 years and I'm going to be on it. He's going to turn on his radio while he rocks his first grandbaby to sleep and I'm going to be on it. He won't be able to get away from me. And it's not because I did anything bad. All I did is I walked my walk that I've been trusted with, and that is that I'm going to continue to love people. I'm going to put positive energy out there in the world because that's who I am. That's what I've done so far to get to this point. I can't wait until the moment that I can just start telling people the truth and that the charges were dismissed, because that's a huge factor right now, is not being able to speak on social media or not to defend myself, if you will. He's out there every day slandering me. He's continuing to spread this article on social media, and all of that is fine. And it's fine because I said it's fine, and I'm going to make it fine because there is no other choice. So I could sit here, I'm on day 24 right now. And about 2 days ago, I about lost it big time, is that I can choose how I go through this walk, and I can also choose how my internal wiring is processing this. And tonight, when I called that attorney and said, listen, I don't want to sue these people. I don't want to go after them. This is not about the money. This is about the lesson. This is about walking the walk. And I truly hope that they heard the message of what domestic abuse looks like, what it feels like, and how they continued the abuse cycle with their actions. They have to live with that. They will be judged by that someday and not by me. And so the whole, let me go file a lawsuit to get even, there is no dollar amount that can be put on the damage that has been done to me. The only thing that can be done is God is going to even this out and make it big, really big, big for the good. He's given me a voice, I will use it. He's given me energy to feed others, and I will use it. And what I don't like is right now, as I'm going through this part, it takes a lot of my energy. It's sitting in an attorney's office for 3 hours rehashing stuff, and that's just the start. I don't want this to be a normal part of my life. I don't want this to be in my life any longer than it has to be. So as soon as these charges are dismissed, I don't ever want to talk to any of these people again. I just want them out of my life. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to have to come across them. I just want them to go away. And so my true goal, my blessing would be that when the charges are dismissed, that my abuser and his son just move. And that would be fantastic. And if they don't, then they get to run into me every time they're out. They get to see my advertising, my signs. They get to see me on television. They get to hear me on that's not my punishment. That's theirs. Mine is that this will help me because I'm doing what I know I'm supposed to do. I'm walking the walk that God's trusted me with. There's been absolutely no activity at all going on in my business as far as, or not my business, well, that too, neither one. But I'm continuing to reach out, network, and get back and get my head in the game and getting to know my numbers and be me. And, it's great because I've got a nice following on social media. Good and bad. I've set the markers up so that the crazies can't seem to get to me as easy, but they're always out there, and it's fine. And so the peace and the energy release that I felt when I decided, when this is over, it's just over. I just want it to be over. And if I can find a way to continue this on without having to be in a courtroom, by helping my story, helping to inspire others, my story helping others to find their greatness. That's what this is about. This is why this is so great. And I know that it is the right thing to do because my gut, my soul is really calm right now about it. It feels that this is exactly what I'm supposed to do. And I am doing this exactly the way that God wants me to do it. So tonight when I go to bed, I'm going to pray for my attorney who is doing my criminal charges to just get busy. It's not moving as quick as I'd want. And I mean, I have never done this before, so I don't know how quick it should move. She's telling me that it's moving much faster than any other case that she's ever had. And I appreciate that, and I feel that me calling her and harassing her is kind of being a little bit ungrateful. And that this is that patience thing that God is trying to teach me, or intending to teach me. So I need to pray for the district attorney to open his eyes to the information I provided. I can understand they probably see a lot of bad stuff, why they would go the way that they did, but now that you've got the balance of it, the charges just need to be dismissed. And I will say that I have told my attorney that there will be no plea deal. I'm not willing to do anything other than the charges are dismissed, because I didn't do anything in any kind of charge against me in the way that it has been presented. None of that is true. And I'm an abuse survivor, and the systemic abuse that's going on right now really just needs to stop, because I am I guess maybe I'm just amazing myself, because I didn't think I'd be able to get through any of this. I know that coming up in the next week or so, a couple days, not really sure, I haven't arranged it yet, got to move my house, and I'm really looking forward to that, because I'll feel a lot safer at my new place. And you know, I heard once, and not that I'm a big believer of revenge, but the best revenge is just moving on and not letting this take any more energy or any more of my time, or any more, you know, any more of me. And he's had enough. So it wasn't it was a process I had to get through. This wasn't something that I was able to get here overnight. I had to run the gambit. I had to feel the pain. It's a pain versus pleasure. You have to be in more pain staying where you're at than to push through to the pleasure. And just that whole habitual cycle of day 19, I'm still here. Day 20, I'm still here. And just beating myself up every day. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I've got to just move on and cut the ties and be happy for the, just take the good from it. And that's what I'm going to do. So today is October 20th, and I'm on day 24. I'll probably still say those, because I think that's kind of nice to know and be aware of. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.